Thinque Prep's grammar series. My name is Nina, and I'm an academic coach here at Thinque. Today I'll be teaching you about colons and how to properly use them. As you may already know, this is a colon. Colons are used for a couple of purposes, both of which we'll be going over in today's video. Let's check them out. You may be asking, what does a colon do? Well, to answer that, a colon has two functions. First, and most commonly, colons introduce a list of things. This is probably where you remember seeing colons used in the past. However, they also have a second function, to introduce a word, phrase, or clause that helps to emphasize or illustrate the idea in the preceding sentence. First, let's take a look at the first function of a colon. As we just learned, one function of a colon is to introduce a list of things. Take a look at this example. Peter had a long grocery list that day. Eggs, potatoes, lentils, feta cheese, bread, and vanilla ice cream. Here, the colon introduces the list of groceries that Peter has on his list. Simple enough, but look a bit closer. The first part of the sentence, Peter had a long grocery list that day, is an independent clause, which is also known as a complete thought. This is important. A colon can introduce any list as long as the clause before the colon can stand alone as a complete sentence. So if I were to say instead, Peter's list said, colon, eggs, potatoes, lentils, etc., that would be incorrect, because the clause, Peter's list said, can't stand on its own as a complete sentence. Got it? Great. Let's check out function number 2. We know that colons are used to introduce lists, but they're also used to introduce all kinds of things. Colons can introduce a word, phrase, or clause that helps to emphasize or illustrate the idea in a preceding sentence. Not sure what that means? Let's look at this example. Stephanie was only interested in one thing, gaining 1 million followers on Instagram. Here, the first clause before the colon is a complete sentence, just like it's supposed to be. After the colon, we have a clause that explains what one thing Stephanie was interested in. Now that we've learned about the two functions of a colon, it's your turn to recognize where and how they should be used. Here's your first example. She ordered several office supplies online, a stapler, a pencil sharpener, and a 3-ring binder. Where should the colon go? I'll give you a moment to figure it out. If you thought that the colon should go after the word online, then you're correct. Nice job. The colon should go there because the clause before it, she ordered several office supplies online, is an independent clause, and the colon introduces the list of specific office supplies. Let's try another one. The second example says, all day, something was on his mind getting ready for the ACT in June. Where should the colon go in this one? Take a moment to decide. Did you think that the colon should go after the word mind? If so, great job. The clause before the colon is a complete thought, and getting ready for the ACT in June tells us that something that was on this guy's mind. Let's try another one. This time you have multiple answer options to choose from. The example says, my teacher kept reminding me to do my homework, finish my projects, and study for the final. Take a look at these answers. Which one makes this sentence grammatically correct? If you guessed that A is the correct answer, then great work. No colon is necessary in this sentence. Example 4 says, to spare her friend's feelings, Jan told her mother a little white lie she didn't like her new jacket. Which answer do you think makes this sentence correct? The correct answer to this question is C. The part of the sentence before the colon is an independent clause, just like it's supposed to be. The part after the colon, she didn't like her new jacket, tells us the white lie that Jan told. I hope that this video has given you a better idea of how and when to use a colon. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.